Hey boys and girls, Mrs. Frappier here. This week we are learning about the artist John James Audubon. He was a guy of many things. He lived from 1785 to 1855. He was an ornithologist, a person who studies birds. He was a naturalist, a person who studies natural history. And he was a painter. Really cool that he loved birds so much that he found a bunch of different species in his lifetime. And what was really neat was that he was talented enough to actually paint these gorgeous birds. So that's really neat when you have a passion for something and you can display it for everybody. So this week, looking at his art, we are going to be drawing birds of our own. Now, I highly encourage you guys to be like John James Audubon and get out there and do some observational drawings, which means draw from observing the birds. But if you can't look at any outside, then I would suggest going online to look at pictures. Now, I'm going to be looking at a picture to draw from a couple out of this book that I have, Birds of Maine, a Field Guide. And I'm going to show you how to kind of break down a bird into shapes and how you can draw it. Because sometimes looking at them can be a little daunting, like how am I going to draw this? So whenever you look at anything, really, especially animals, it's really good to just think of, what shape does that look in that area? So, let's get to it. My first bird I'm going to take a look at is the barn swallow. Super cute bird. Look at this guy. He looks like a short little plump bird. I thought he looked really cute to draw. So I'm going to draw him and I'm going to look for shapes. So I'm noticing this guy is like a big, kind of almost like a circle, a fat circle. And then on the top I would just add like a curve on the top, and then from there add my wings and all that stuff. So, thinking of this picture, again, I'm going to start with the body first, and I'm going to do that like kind of fat circle, like that. A little shifted up here, but that's okay, that's kind of how the body is. And then the head was just like a big curve on the top. Now, I'm doing like multiple lines too when you're drawing, and you want to do it, very lightly, which is good that you can still see my lines. So I've got that for the body and the head. This is my little guy, my little barn swallow. Now I'm going to say his eye is like kind of right here, and then he's got like a little beak, a little one right here. Now, when it comes to the wings, I notice that it doesn't start over here. It's kind of over here because he's at an angle, and kind of just comes like a teardrop, kind of, or an oval. And then his tail feathers kind of come out like that. And his little legs, pretty straightforward. Alright, so then I would go back, and then you just take your eraser and just erase these lines, these extra lines that you drew, and then you would color it in. So there, I've got my little barn swallow. Okay, next bird I'm going to look at, a little different body style, is the wood thrush. I thought this little one was adorable. And he's got a different body shape than the other one. That's why I wanted to do him. So, first thing I'm going to start with is the body, because that's good to start with. So you could do it a bunch of different ways, but I think what I'm going to start with is kind of like a blobbish circle, and then add a little curve coming off, and then the head over here. So, I'm going to start. Remember, drawing light till you get it right. I'm going to draw that kind of ovalish kind of body. and then the body kind of comes out more over here. Not so much the feathers, but the body. So this is a good start to it. And then the head is kind of tall, like this. And then the beak, it's like right up here, kind of comes out. I know it looks a little strange right now because of all these lines, but that's okay. I am going to be, erasing a lot of them. And I noticed the little leg is like this. A little leg down here, and then the little feet. And so now I'm noticing so this is the body I've got so far for this guy. And then I'm noticing the wing. I'm going to do kind of like a teardrop. It's up here. And then the tail feathers are long and skinny, like that. He's got a big eye. I'm going to do right here. Okay, and then I'd go back and I would, again, erase those little lines. And I'm noticing his beak is a lot skinnier. There we go, I like that better. And then erase these extra lines. And I would go in and then start doing details of maybe these polka dots and stuff over here. Or I notice like the brown kind of comes over here, and then over here the dots. And then I would color that in. Cool. Alright, my last bird I'm going to do. This is a cool one. It is Cooper's hawk. So, he's got a totally different body shape than the other ones. Him, it's pretty simple actually. It's like a big oval, and then the little bump on the head, and then his beak is like a big triangle. Boop. And then there you have it. There's your hawk. So, I'm going to start with that big oval. Big curve on the head, and then the triangle for the beak, and then his eye is right there. And then I noticed, so we're looking, it was like the view of his back, so his wing is resting right here. That's a cool view, is the back, all those beautiful feathers. And then his tail feather are just like this. And then there's some singular feathers in there. So, pretty simple, like oval, bump, triangle, and then like that. And then you just go in, again, and erase those extra lines. So, we're going to be focusing on birds that are from Maine, all right? So, I can't wait to see your birds, boys and girls. Have fun. Think of all the different birds that you see every day. There's so many out there. I love hearing them sing throughout the day. So, good luck, boys and girls, and again, I can't wait to see your birds. Talk to you soon.